doing some magic, of course. But what I'm going to do now is just give you a quick summary of the magic show tonight, what's going to be happening, while at the same time telling you absolutely nothing at all. Because it is a magic show, how do you explain, how do you describe a magic show other than saying there's magic in it, maybe a bit of illusion, magic, that sort of thing, mystery. But yes, tonight there will be magic. I'm very glad that you can join this evening. Now, the first thing I want to show you this evening is a demonstration. Now, in my shows, I like to give people, I like to add a factual element to the show, whether it's about cooking, whether it's about history of magic, history of wands, that sort of thing. Tonight, I have a kitchen utility device in a magic show. Now, the reason for that is it has a feature on it that some regard as magic at the moment. It's a concept, so maybe one day it'll be normal. Here it is. Now, this has been designed for your kitchen to one day be in there as an everyday object, basically to cut vegetables, to cut fruit, to cut anything you need to in the kitchen. Has a blade here, as you can see. Has a blade. Very nice sharp blade. It's good to be sharp at this point because obviously we want to cut things, and then different areas, different sections to cut vegetables and whatnot, whatever you want to cut really. So what I'm going to do is just put these in here, like this, and we're going to cut some vegetables, like so. Cut down, right through, like that. Great. Now, ironically, these carrots are already cut that I'm using, but for demonstration purposes, it's useful at the moment. Now, why is it in a magic show? Because it has that feature. What feature is that? It is a safety feature. Like in case you're in the kitchen and you accidentally, fall into it, like that, and then bring it down, it won't cut you, because it doesn't cut human. Now, how does it do that? That's why it's regarded as magic. Now, I'm going to need a volunteer. Something going on over there.
No, I was hurt.
I think you've been volunteers.
Me?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Bye.
Why do you need a monster?
Oh, well, you're very, very brave. Obviously, for being first person up. But secondly, would you mind just standing around here for me? Thank you very much. Now, are you left or right hand?
Doesn't matter. I'm right-handed.
Okay. In that case, you can put your left hand in there. We won't put too much risk at this point. Cool. So, let's put some carrots in as well. Cut some carrots, because it still cuts what you want it to, but not what you don't. First of all, let me just do a little test. Can you feel this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But if I push down, is there pressure when I push down?
Yeah.
There is pressure.
Yeah.
Right, it says if there's pressure, can't remember the rest, but it's that's fine, we'll go ahead. Here we go, so we're going to cut some carrots, not your arm, that's the idea. So now, I can tell you when I'm going to do it, or just do it. Like when you go to the blood test.
I'd prefer if you didn't tell me.
Didn't tell you.
Yeah.
That's usually the common one, they just straight in there.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Nice to actually, we're going for the fridge. Good, nice weather, slightly breezy, but yeah. When did you come up to the fridge?
Just today.
Just today?
On
Oh,
the
okay.
stream. Yeah.
Nice, good choice. Yeah. Other than that, I suppose I'll do this in a minute.
Okay, well, you're not really very good at not telling me.
Oh! Are we good?
I think it's still on, yeah?
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
This will be in stores very soon. That's it. Now, next up this evening, I would like to do a card routine for you, a card magic extract. Now, I'm going to take you back to a time when I performed magic at a young age, when I began. It was at home, it was to parents, it was to friends, it was to family, and sometimes there would only be 1, 2 audience members in the crowd, because obviously, when you're starting out, sometimes it was neighbours, willing and not willing, and they would come along and see the show, and that was really great. The only thing is that when you have a couple of audience members and you invite a couple of audience members on stage to help, no one's watching. So it's still fun, still magic, but not really a show. But I'd like to take you back now to that day and age, right now. Now, would anyone like to help me with this? It just involves sitting on these chairs here. Anyone like to help? Would you like to help? Thank you very much indeed. Would you like to take anyone else? So I have a method otherwise of generating a random person. I'll throw this over this side. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So, who have we got here? What's your name?
Clear.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Matt.
Thank you very much for coming up, joining me up on stage. Now, let's go back to the time where there was not many in the audience and many on stage. And we can switch to that in 3, 2, 1, now. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for coming. We're going to do a card trick now. We've got our volunteers up on stage with me. So it's happening with a card routine. Now what I'm going to do is throw this deck of just 2 playing cards on stage to one person. I won't throw it, in fact, because it is a deck of cards. I'll just pass it to someone. Would anyone like to just take this? Thank you very much. Now, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind standing up for that deck of cards? Thank you very much. Cool. Another moment, I just need you to remain standing up.
Okay.
Next thing I need you to do is just open the deck of cards any way you like, have a look at the card, and remember that one card. I'll look away. So at the moment, one of the volunteers is just looking at one of the cards. So, got that? Thank you very much. If you wouldn't mind passing that to one other person, someone.
Does it have the same card?
No, just the whole deck, sorry.
Anyone?
Fantastic. Thank you. If you wouldn't mind remain standing at this point, would you mind standing, sir? Thank you very much. Same again, you can just open the deck, have a quick look, close it back up. So we're generating random cards here. Mind the volunteers. Now one more person, just anyone around you at this point. Thank you very much. Cool. Thank you very much. And then exactly the same, have a look at the card, close the deck back down, and then we're all good. Done? Thank you very much. I'm going to take the deck back at this point very openly. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to place this behind the audience at this point. Like so. Now what I'm going to do is read those on stage's mind, the minds of them. I'm going to just name some cards out of the deck. Hopefully specifically your ones, not just any. If I say your card, please don't react to that card. Just give a deadpan face. We'll try that. Six of diamonds. 6 of diamonds. 4 of clubs. Ten of spades. When I named your card, please take a seat. Now, of course, we can go back to how it was. Back to normal. Thank you very much for joining me on stage. For being the audience. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Now, I'm going to need from you a willing volunteer. If you have on your persons a ring that you wouldn't mind me borrowing, just a ring. If you do, if you just hold it up like this, I'll come out and have a look and take that ring if need be.
If you lose it, I'll be objected or not.
That's a very nice ring. Is it okay if I borrow it?
Yeah.
So, obviously you've already given me the warning with it. So does this mean a lot to you?
My husband gave me that.
So obviously it's sentimental, incredibly valuable. Okay. So at this point, I don't tend to do a lot of magic with things that really mean a lot to people because things happen to them. Magic. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do this evening with this. So. Now I'd like to do a card routine. Now I'm going to need. Now, of course, I didn't. Just to clarify, that is. Keep hold of it.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll keep hold of it just for, not forever, just for the time being. Obviously, we don't want anything bad to happen to it. So we'll try and keep it safe. What I'll do is keep it. Thank you very much. Of course, I didn't just steal it. Just like that. Is that your ring? Absolutely. Thank you very much. So obviously, I'm not sure what's going on with it right now. It's getting lost, stolen, thrown. Where would you say a safe place for a ring would be, other than on your person? Where would you store a ring, for example? Jewellery box? Yeah, ring box, something like that. So that's what we'll do. There it is. Ring box. Well, I'll put it in there, so it is safe. And in fact, would you mind joining me on stage to just clarify it's going into the jewellery box? Thank you very much. That's your ring?
Yep.
Would you mind just standing over it?
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't matter too much, just so that your ring? In there. It's a very nice ring, by the way. Very, very nice ring. So, and I'm going to close that. And it's in there, secure. Happy with that? Gone. Right, not gone. Cool. So next what I'm going to do is just take an envelope. Would you mind taking this ring box and placing that into this envelope for me? Thank you very much. You may take the envelope, fold it over, just however you want, even more just in half, whatever, just to make sure it's in there. Sorry, what's your name as well? Claire, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for letting me borrow the ring. If you wouldn't mind keeping hold of it for the duration of the show, you can take a seat and keep that safe and sound. Thank you. Now what I'd like to do is introduce you to another new thing, and that is, at this point, ESP. Now, it's not a very common thing, some of you may have not heard of it, some may have. It's commonly known and recognised from the movie Ghostbusters, from the beginning of Ghostbusters. It's a test for psychic ability. Now, it consists of 5 cards: the square, the star, the cross, the circle, and the wavy lines. It was invented in the 30s in the States, Duke University, to basically test for psychic ability. To see if there's such thing as telepathy, one person would sit on one side of the room, look at that card, transfer that to someone else. Or not. And that was the test, to see if it could happen. So that's what I'd like to do this evening. Now, does anyone believe in psychic ability? Well, thanks for coming. Yeah. But no, of course, that's absolutely fine, absolutely expected, because what I'd like to do, even if you don't believe in psychic ability, is present you with something you don't believe, basically. So, may I have a volunteer that would be quite happy to transfer, or just think of one of these shapes, to try and transfer a shape, a thought, through the air? Heard of it then? Thank you very much. Would you mind joining me up on stage here? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming out. What's your name?
Eva.
Eva, thank you very much. You may take a seat. We'll try this. The test conditions, as they would have done. So, the 5 cards. Obviously, I can see the order of these at the moment. Eva, would you mind taking those cards, giving them a quick little mix up? You can do it under the table if you want, wherever you want, just to make sure I don't know the order anymore.
Okay.
Now would you mind having a look at the card, and take one, or have a look at the cards, and take one card out and place it face down on the table. I'm going to try and get that card. Very stealthy, that's good. Now the rest of the cards obviously keep safe, so I can't see what one's missing. Now the first question I want to ask you is, was this a conscious choice? Were you drawn to this card?
Yeah.
Yes. So it wasn't totally random.
No.
Okay. That's interesting, because sometimes the subconscious draws us to think, but if you're consciously, that's quite interesting actually, because sometimes it reflects current point in life, current state or situation. I don't know, geometric shapes can do this to an extent, but you can go psychological. Crossroads, journey, bold, ambitious, star. Square. Not giving anything away. Your card. I noticed earlier when I did the journey and the crossroads, slightly reacted. Or is it a shape? This one? Circle, square, or I'm going to say cross.
Which one will it be?
Which, yes, that is the question. That is. I'm not going to go geometric. I'm going to have to say it's not the circle, it's not the square, but it is in fact the cross. For the first time, we have a look at that card.
Shall we clap it?
Have a look. Now, thank you very much for that. That was fantastic. You obviously transferred that across very well. Shall we try the same thing but the other way? Can I transfer one across to you? Yeah?
Try that.
Try that. We'll get rid of the cross because we've used that one now. So we'll use the star, the circle, the wave lines. The square, I'm going to mix them up under the table. I don't know the order of them.
Okay.
I'm going to place them down on the table. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put this envelope right here. Now that's important. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Starting this side, going that way. Please think of one of those numbers in mind.
Oh,
Just-
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Two numbers.
So just think of one of those at the moment. Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you mind placing your hand in front of that one? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Place your hand in front of the number card that you want. 4. Now with your other hand, would you mind placing it in front of one of the other cards? Whichever one you like. Those two. I'm going to move this one. So you can bring your hands back. Now finally, the last one, please place your hand in front of one more of the cards.
Of the two legs.
Yes. That one there. Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this. First time, let's have a look at which card you had a look at. You may turn it over. Now I'd say this is going very well. Would you mind staying for one more?
I don't
This
mind.
time we will try with many more cards. We'll do the same thing with many, many cards. Whole set of them. Now, these are the same once again, so the square, the circle, cross, wavy line, star, all the way through the set. They're just duplicated. It's probably 40 odd cards here now. What I'm going to do is quickly show you the order of the cards, and I need you to remember the entire order.
Yeah, sure. I will remember.
Here we go.
Yeah, I remember everything.
That's great. What I'm going to do now is mix up the cards, mix them up, and what I need you to do is keep track of them as cards as possible, so you remember where each card is basically. Thank you very much. So I'm going to make 5 cards. I won't go any more than that, that's probably enough. So if I take that one there, and I'll put that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there, for example. That one there, that one there, that one there, that one there. There. Same again, so I go there. This one is the
Circle.
so I'm going to put this one there. That. There. Finally one more. Just to finish with.
Okay.
Just like so. Okay. That's good. So now that you know where all these cards are here, I'm going to turn them over. First of all, let me grab my notebook. Here is the value of each card. So we have the square equals 0, wavy lines 1, circle 2, star 3, cross 4. Each card has its numerical value. So if we have a look at the cards now, what do we have? Wavy lines, square, cross, wavy lines, circle. Alright, so if I just convert that very quickly, wavy lines 1, square 0, cross 4, wavy lines 1, and circle is 2. Wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you very much. You may take a seat. Now for my next routine, I would like to take you back to a game that is either played in playgrounds across the country is usually played to see who gets the bigger piece, who goes first in something. It uses the symbols. So let's play. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
So now we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to need 3 volunteers to be the rock, to be the paper, and to be the scissors. Who would like to help me? Would you like to help me? Thank you very much. Would you mind helping me as well? Thank you very much. One more person at this point in time. Sir, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. So if you would mind just creating a row across here, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for coming up. Thank you very much. So, sir, you may stand centre stage. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you these hats now. There we go. So you may put those on. It's a natural thing to do with a hat. So here are our teams, red, yellow and blue. I'm going to grab the weapons now. The rock, paper, scissors. For theatrical reasons, they're rather large. Scissors. For rather non-theatrical reasons, a piece of paper is paper. Thank you very much, sir. And finally, the rock. Now, would you please just bear with me for a moment. Yeah. Would you mind taking the rock? Thank you very much. Thank you. So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. And I'm going to need one person to play rock, paper, scissors, to change the combinations. Anyone like to do that?
Yeah, good.
So, thank you very much. What's your name, sir? Jake. Thank you very much for coming up. If you mind standing over that side, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. So, in a moment's time, I'm going to go into this corner, blindfold myself, so I can't see what's going on. Before we start, I'm just going to say the quick rules of rock, paper, scissors. Scissors obviously beats paper, because it cuts paper. Rock beats scissors, because it blunts scissors. Paper beats rock, because it does something to rock. That's it. In a moment, I'm going to say, please switch 2 weapons. So that can either be paper, scissors, rock, scissors, paper, rock, or just one switch. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to go up here now, out of the way. I can't see anything. Okay. Now, so would you mind please switching 2 weapons over? So please make one switch now. Is that done?
It is.
Thank you very much. Now, would you mind calling out 2 colours? So 2 of the coloured hats. Just name any 2.
Yellow, blue.
Yellow and blue. I want to say at this moment in time, blue beats yellow.
Wait, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I thought they should always beat each other.
Wrong. I think you have to swap
You just swap things.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's done. We swap people, not weapons. Now, okay.
Cool.
We'll do that again.
So you've made a switch.
Yes.
Would you mind now making another switch of weapons?
No way, that won't work, will it? Because that'll be the same again. Okay, it's done.
I'm now going to psychically find out what's happening. Please name, sir, 2 colours. They can be different colours.
Green. Blue and red. I wasn't the best choice.
That's okay. That's wonderful.
If it's going to work then.
Blue and red, you said, sir.
Yes.
Blue beat red. Cool. Now, sir, this time, specifically, would you mind switching 2 hats over?
Okay.
Please leave the head on the body. Is that done?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please call out just 2 colours this time.
Blue and red.
Blue and red. Again. Okay. I want to say this time red beats blue.
Yes.
Yeah. Now finally, sir, please switch over either 2 hats or 2 weapons. Just one or the other, but please don't say which one.
What do you think? Yeah.
Cool? Is that done?
Yes.
Great. Think we've done enough of those? Of course. Here I have a piece of cardboard that has been on display the entire show. I'd like to come along here now with a combination. Now, obviously things are very mixed up. You mixed a lot of things up. Here, weapons, hats, people. Now does blue beat red?
Yes.
Does yellow beat blue?
Yes.
And red beat yellow?
Yes.
You were the perfect person.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Now, before the show, you may have noticed a pencil and a piece of paper by your seat, on the arm of the chair, on the floor, somewhere around you. You're going to need that for this next bit. Wonderful. So, on that piece of paper, if you wouldn't mind writing on it an interest that you personally enjoy doing. If you enjoy watching football, perhaps don't put that. If you enjoy playing football, put that. So something you personally enjoy doing, an activity, a hobby, something you enjoy. So you can write that on that piece of paper. Wonderful. Once that's done, please just fold that up, fold that piece of paper up, make sure it's nice and secure. And what I want to do now is draw your attention to this little table right here. Right here. There is a bag on it. Now, you still have your ring.
Yeah.
So would you mind coming up with that at this moment in time? And then the whole bag, you can place it on this little wooden table just here for me. Thank you very much. Now, if you wouldn't mind standing centre stage for a moment. We're going to try something now. It's psychological. It's to imagine something. It's slightly unnatural in the sense that something you obviously have a lot of time for, something you obviously love, an item. We all have them, whether it's a car, whether it's just something we wouldn't want to lose. If I was to say I'm going to throw this away, throw it in the bin, that's not good. That's not a good feeling. That's obviously creates a bit of tension and twang in the stomach. Naturally. So, if I was to say I'm going to do that, throw it in the bin, destroy it, burn it, whatever, try and neutralise that feeling at this moment. So, if that was to happen, no feeling at all. And instead, imagine that feeling floating around here. And here. And there. Now would you mind taking that bag, and inside the bag, take out whatever's inside of that bag, please. Well, there is a box. And on the front there is a combination lock. There's a little red line where you can put a combination in. Could you just sort of twiddle around the combination, just pull on the lock a little bit, just to make sure that is locked, that is secure and good. Now, the important thing now is that I remember what the combination is. Or maybe it's not very important. What's more important is that you know what the combination is. Now, have we ever met before this show? No? So you know the combination already to this combination now. Would you mind putting into the combination your year of birth?
I swear to God, that was just in my head.
No way, if this is right.
Is that unboxing?
Yeah.
No.
I open it.
Absolutely, put a
Look
lot.
at this.
What's inside the box?
Another box.
Another box.
The Christmas again?
Now for the audience, if you wouldn't mind opening that box. Is there anything inside?
How did you do that? That's amazing. Wow.
What's more impressive
What's in there?
is that the entire ring box has vanished.
Oh.
No, so this is. But the ring has vanished. Thank you for trusting me with your wrist.
You like
Next up this evening, I'd like to now fulfill something of a quest magicians get. Sometimes they're asked to make things vanish, sometimes they're asked to make things appear. Teleport, and cut people in half. Well, we're not going to do that. But what we will do is the other one, which is escape. Escape something. Escape impossibly. Now, in a moment's time, I'm going to get the apparatus, which is just a couple of padlocks and some shackles. In the meantime, the wonderful Marissa, who's working backstage, is going to come around with a little white box. If you wouldn't mind putting your interest in that little white box, this little paper that you have, that would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. mind having a look at this lot? Who would mind? Mind just having a look? Basically, just unlock it, lock it back up. So, would you mind? So you can lock those up, unlock them, take the key out, however you want, just to make sure they're real. Would anyone like to have a look at these shackles? Would you like to have a look at these? Thank you very much. The chains, the links, the loop, everything is all there intact and ready. Happy with that? Thank you very much. Would you like to have a look down there? Make sure they're all dandy and good, as they should be. Not as I really inspect shackles very often, but thank you very much. Thank you. So solid steel shackles. Now Sarah, would you mind locking me up with that padlock? I'm going to hold that just like so, and you can put the padlock through as close as the loops to my wrist as you want to. You probably go even lower down if you want. That's alright. I might be able to. Oh yeah. So, is that you ready? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. So would you mind doing the same on the other side? I'm going to put it behind my back. It's just similar again. Pressing your padlock through. Ah. That is quite stylish. Let's take the key out. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Oh. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to change the colour of my hands. This will take a few moments. But gradually it will change. Let's have a look at these over here, just make sure they're all secure and locked on.
Yeah.
Thank you. I make my hands small, because that's really as tight as it can go. Thank you. Now what I'm going to do is time my escape. Magicians do this, try and get a faster time every time. I'm going to try and time my escape, but I usually use a stopwatch for that. That's usually in my bag somewhere. I'm not sure where, so before we start, please check these locks, make sure they're all secure. Right. They're on there, solid. Feel those? Fantastic. So I'm going to escape in a moment from these shackles, from these confines of metal. But I'm not sure if I have my stopwatch on me. So please just check these before we do anything. That I have really small, there's no real way. Okay. So I haven't got a stopwatch, so instead if you wouldn't mind doing a countdown, so sort of like a 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for those ones. Thank you. Now next up this evening, we're going to refer back to your interests. We're going to do another transportation of a thought. Just like ESP, but this time a little bit more personal. Because it's going to be one of your interests. Now, is there anyone out there that would like to transfer a thought over to me? Have a look. You, sir? Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed for coming. Thank you.
Joseph.
Joseph, thank you very much for coming. Now what I'm going to need you to do, let me just grab what we need first before we start. And take this off. I'm going to grab you a notepad and a pen. You'll need this in a moment, but first, if you wouldn't mind just taking one of the interests out of the shot. Anyone? Got that?
Yep.
So keep that hidden so no one can see, including the audience. If you wouldn't mind now having a look at that, I don't want to see it, I'll look over here. Just keep an eye, just remember that interest. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So you can either screw that up, put it in a pocket, just lose it as far as you can. Now first, do you think you'd be able to draw this interest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Close enough.
Cool. I'm going to ask you to do that now,
Okay.
just with a pen and paper. What I'm going to do is mimic what you're drawing, or mimic what you're thinking, as close as I can. So say, if you wouldn't mind, placing that all over there, okay? I'm going to now read what you're doing. I'm not thinking that. I will face this way. Face this wall, so back to back,
And I just draw it.
when you're ready.
Okay.
Cool. Go. Start drawing as best as you can. Interest? Yeah. Have you done so?
Yeah.
Is there any more details you can add, or is that as good?
I think this is as good as I can get.
Okay. It's just scale. Is there anything you can do to represent scale?
Sure.
Okay.
Not a great artist.
Okay. So about there. Cool. So sir, now for the first time this evening, you can turn your pad around, I can see it, the audience can see it, what you've drawn. I want there. There's a cello, bass, violin. Was it violin? Fantastic. While you're up here, I have another product now there. But what I do have for you is this. Dictionary. What I have here is a combination we generated earlier by generating some ESP configurations. Let's try this. Let's try this. Would you mind turning to page 104? I'm going to the first column. 2 down. What does that say?
Bow.
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 Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, we're drawing near to the end of this evening. In fact, it's the end of the run of the show here at the Fringe this year. It's been an incredible journey. I'm so glad that you got to see the final show tonight. It's changed during the week. It's been kind of a different show every night. But I'm glad you got to see this one. And I'm glad you got to join in with this one and be a part of this one. And yeah, just end the week on such a great show. So thank you very much for supporting. Thank you very much indeed. If you'd like to leave any feedback, Edinburgh Fringe website, it's like review crazy. If you'd like to do that, let people know what you think, whatever that is. But no, thank you very much for joining in. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. See you later. Thank you very much.